Soul here. They have Dr. T Volcano or Tropical Island, and I decided to pose a little challenge for myself and use a one landing craft per level. I did Rifleman / Medics, although I only started using the Medics on the last two levels. Then stage 7, actually, I fell terribly. I got killed, or my troop got destroyed, and I decided to load wires for the last one. So let me first show you my troop stats. I was unboosted, Rifleman, max level Rifleman. Medics, as I said, I only use them for the last 2 levels, I believe. And my warriors, because I used them to defeat the last stage, because it kicked my Rifleman butt. So here we go. Yeah, let me show you how I did. All right, stage 1. No biggie, no problem with this stage. It was easy. I just landed my troops and let them gravitate to whatever they wanted to gravitate to. I think maybe I lost 1 because of the cannon, but I'm not completely sure. Speed this up. Yeah, this level shouldn't be that hard, but if anything, flanking, landing your troops on the right side of the map would make them gravitate towards the free GBE, the non-defensive buildings, and then they would gravitate towards the cannon, and that's the way you would do it. So here, that was 1 landing craft. Now we're in stage 2. We're going to do 2 landing crafts. And I landed here on the right side. Now, I just let them, I flared in front of the machine gun and smoked them in to maximize my insta damage. So that's some smoky Rifleman attack right there. Boom, 1 shot, everything gets destroyed. The cannon took 1. The cannon took another Rifleman. And that's it. Stage is done. Pretty simple. Now to stage 3. Again, just 3 votes now, 3 landing crafts. And I do the same. I'm going to smoke in my troops in. I'm going to land on the left side. Send a smoke to cover them. Remember, the flags act as a flare. So that first, you actually can save a flare if you do it right. So now I'm going to flare into the middle of all those defenses by the HQ. Avoiding the MG, avoiding the flamethrowers on either side. So we're just going to go straight to the gut. I believe I do use a shock here. So here we go. Smoke is about to expire. I shocked, and now troops are just destroying some of the defensive buildings around them, but the HQ is already down. So now we head to stage 4. So 4 landing crafts. Doing sort of the same thing, smoking my troops in towards the flare, towards the landing flag, not the flare. And I'm gonna smoke them all the way to the back by that mortar. And now this time I'm gonna send a shock down to the bottom where the machine guns and the cannons are. I'm flared a shock towards the mortar and a critter pack to destroy the rest of the stuff. Now I'm gonna let them spread out a little bit because this HQ has a little bit more health. So I need to clear some of the defensive building and can hit my troops. And now I just flare back. So only now the cannons can hit me, and I can keep those contained with critters. All right, so stage 4 is done. Now we head to stage 5. So 5 landing crafts, 130. That's a total of 130 riflemen. See, and this time I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to. How do you say it? to get it right up. So instead of flaring towards where the machine guns are, I flare and smoke in front of the shock launchers, because now I wanted to take those shock launchers right away. So now I'm letting my troops spread out, destroy all those buildings on the right and on the left. And those mortars are laying on my troops, but they can take a couple of hits. You see, I flare, let my troops in, and then throw a health back. My mechits are not that high level. Actually, I have sort of ignored them for so long, because on most of my troop combos, I use medics. Heavy, Suka, I use medics. Rifleman, Cryoneer, and Sukas, I also use medics. So now on stage 6, now is where I start deploying my first set of medics. So here we go. On this one, I actually didn't smoke my troops all the way in. What I wanted to do is essentially go here and clear, because I didn't have the GBE to take all those shock launchers. So I took the rocket launcher and shock launcher near the HQ, and I took the shock launcher down by the right side, and I'm going to smoke my troops in to where that bush or that tree and whatever that is, that little vat of goo. Speed this up. Actually, I didn't smoke them in. I just went full potato on them towards the front line. Oh, I know, because I had the medics, and I didn't want my medics to suffer. You know, once I was smoking my troops in. Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't smoke them. So yeah, lost a few troops, but again, I'm still keeping with the idea of using one boat per level. Of just using one boat per level, and at this point, there's nothing else Dr. T can do about it. So I went and took care of that sniper tower, and then just went to town on the HQ. So this is where I failed. I actually tried twice the Rifleman medics, and I was in a little bit of a hurry because I had my kid's soccer game today. So I failed. I'm going to show you the fails because it's good to learn from fails. So my first idea was to take the shock launchers and the rocket launchers, especially the rocket launchers. So I started sending GBE out like a madman. You see, I took that cluster right there. And then the first thing is I thought I had killed the shock launcher, destroyed the shock launcher, but actually stayed alive. And I did not see that until the very end, once my troops were loaded. So my first error right there, which made me waste CBE, I didn't account or give enough space. So my medics landed far away and started getting hit, so I had to cover them. So that was the first thing. The second thing is I didn't realize that the shock launcher was not destroyed. So I had to send also more GBE, a quarter pack to destroy it. And then those mortars actually were pretty deadly towards my Rifleman. More deadlier than the rocket launchers. So at that point I had run out of GBE. I had to wait to destroy something to be able to flare my troops back. And by that point I knew the game was over. Actually the replay failed, but most of my troops got destroyed. You see all my Riflemen died on that one, and half of my medics also got destroyed. The same thing happened on the second one. It wasn't even better. In that one I just decided to not destroy, just destroy a set of the rocket launcher and then shock the rest, and that didn't work. So I decided, again, as I was in a little bit of a hurry, I loaded my warriors, and the warriors did the trick. So let's take a look at that. So the plan is to flag my troops in between those two trees there, actually more closer to this edge, and then flare them to that machine gun. Clear those mines, flare them to that cannon, and then flare them to the HQ. So let's see how it goes. So there, I lost one warrior, 2 cannon fire, and I may lose another one. No, you just lost. Actually, you lost 2. Lost 2 warriors there. One from cannon fire, and the other one from flamethrower. But after I get to the HQ, it's actually easy peasy. The HQ only had like about 400,000 HP points, and it's a 3 shock affair plus a creator pack if you wanted to minimize your losses. So there we go, shock, and the creator pack. And I should have sent the creator pack before, but I wasn't sure that I was going to have enough GBE to send the creator pack. So that's why the creator pack went after the shocks. So that's it. Stage 7 is beat. Now that I realized I broke my promise, I actually use 8 boats instead of the 7s that I wanted to use. In any case, guys, I hope you liked it. I hope it helps. And in any case, Solly's checking out. Take care.